Hi, it's Dan with my reminder that when you master the morning, you can actually own the day if you take time to recalibrate what you believe, especially about the word and concept called change. So let me ask you, are you willing to change? Are you lying to yourself? Because I don't know anyone who woke up this morning and says, I think I'm going to be different. And the reason why is because we misunderstand it. We've all been conditioned to believe that the only constant in the universe is change, when in reality, the only constant in the universe is our resistance to change. Every single time I have a pre-conference call with the event planner, they always want me to inculcate a message about change regardless of the topic. Even our loved ones want us to change. And yet they don't say, go change. They couch it in a little bit more of a diluted message and say, why don't you go find yourself? Have you ever heard that? And where do most people go find themselves? Boulder, Colorado. If you and I hopped in a car right now and pulled into Boulder, we would actually see people walking out in the bushes with backpacks on looking for themselves. We act like we can play hide and go seek with ourselves. Hey, come out from behind that tree. Where have you been my whole life? Nice to meet me. What's my point? Self is not discovered. Self is created. Only when we're willing to find the opportunity and change based on our understanding of its true definition. So let me ask you, do you agree that change from the outside in is reactive change, which creates pressure? Oh no, now what? Oh no, the economy. Oh no, the interest rates. Oh no, COVID-19. Oh no, a new sales quota established by my manager. Do you agree that change from the outside in is reactive change and it creates a victim mentality? Whoa, me, you don't understand. Let's put it to rest once and for all and understand that the only kind of change that is productive, that helps us become the best version of ourselves, is change from the inside out, which is proactive change, which creates power. And how does it create power? It's not change at all. It's a new up-leveled mindset of personal growth. It's an understanding of a new up-leveled word we call stretch. The reason why we resist change is because we don't believe we can control it. And I'm outside here in my front courtyard of my mountain home in Utah to make my point. Weather is something we can't control, and yet we allow it to affect our attitude and our behavior. Case in point, we can't control the weather, but we can control how we perceive it and how we deal with it. In Utah, when it snows, we ski. In the Midwest, when it snows, you fish. What happens if it snows in California? I was in Temecula and I was in Malibu Beach when it snowed for the first time. No one had ever seen snow before. All the crazies were out on the sidewalk going, they thought it was cocaine from God. They're like, whoa, dude, I believe. What's my point? Self is not discovered. Self is created, especially when we understand that change is not change at all, when it becomes personal growth called stretch. To illustrate, I snapped my Achilles tendon playing basketball with the guys on my street trying to be 20 years old again. And the gentleman who operated on my ankle, his name is Dr. Jim Morgan. He was playing in the game. He denies it, but I believe with all of my heart that he came up from behind me in the game and said, I need a new boat, and he pushed me down. He surgically reattached my Achilles tendon and put it in a plaster cast for 3 months. I got the cast off and I was immediately placed into physical therapy. Physical therapy illustrates perfectly the two things we learn about stretch. Number one, I go into the physical therapist's office, he warms up my ankle. Then he takes the tip of my foot and he bends it and stretches it to a place it's never ever been before. And as I'm sitting there hanging on with visions of sugar plums pinballing around in my head, he lets go. And it flips back into the exact same spot it was in before he started to stretch me. Wouldn't that be a complete waste of your time and our effort communicating together today? If you click off this video and you just flip on back into the exact same spot you were in before you join me in Master the Morning and Owning the Day? Sadly, that's what most of us do every single day. The second thing we learn from physical therapy that is truly relevant to this video message, you have to stretch before you strengthen. And here's the kicker. All the strengthening occurs in the area past the point of discomfort. I know a lot of superstar athletes. I know a lot of superstar professionals. May I throw myself onto your heap? We have the ability to push ourselves to the point of discomfort all by ourselves. But I know of no one who has the ability to push themselves into the area past the point of discomfort all by themselves. We need each other. May I share a message with the world Will you help me do that, especially if you want your loved one or a coworker to understand this up-leveled understanding of stretch?